Hello everyone. Welcome back to part 20th on CMS blogging system. And guys, in this video, we would be going ahead and we would be writing the one-time backend functions or probably classes for our CMS system. So what we would be doing is we would be creating, some predefined functions and classes that a user can use anytime to create a very basic theme for our CMS system. So for that, what all we need is only one file, that's init.php. So I'm going to create this file in the root directory, and every time you're creating any theme, what all you need is just go ahead and include this particular file. That's all you need. Okay, everything will be taken care of yourself. Okay, next thing would be we would be writing some predefined classes in order to manage our posts or to manage our comments, I would say. So these two are very basic functionality every team do need. So what I'm going to do is inside my applications folder, I'm going to create a new file with the name called class.managePosts.php. Okay, and out here I'm going to write the entire functions, I would say all functions, in order to manage posts, whether it's to render all posts at one time, or to get information about only one post. So we would be doing everything inside this particular file. So very first, I'm going to open the PHP tag, and in order to fetch anything from the database, what we need is a connection with the database. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my admin folder, and out here inside script, if you remember, we created a file called connection.php. So I'm just going to copy that one out, and inside the themes, I'm really sorry, inside the applications, I'm just going to paste it up here. So back, I'm going to say include once connection.php. Okay, and the very next thing going to be, I'm going to say a class called manage posts, and the very first function going to be function get posts. Okay, it's going to take a parameter, let's say param1. Okay, and that can be null because it's not mandatory to give this parameter while running it. It totally depends upon the user whether they want to pass a parameter or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say if is set $param1. That means if there is a variable with this particular, if there is a parameter while calling the function, then do something else we're going to do something else. So else, I'm going to say $SQL will be equals to a MySQL query, and I'm going to say select all from posts, okay, where status is equals to published, probably that what we said. Or probably what we can do is we can let the user decide which particular post they want to post. So I'm going to say status as well. Okay, so that's fine now, and this one needs to be on the front out here like this. Okay, so I'm going to say where status is equal to $status. So while calling this particular function, you will have the flexibility to pull which particular one you want. If you want the private one, you can do that. If you want the published one, you can do that as well. It totally depends at the time you're going to run this particular function. Then I'm going to say order by ID descending. Okay, and here I'm going to say or die, give us a MySQL error. Or if you want, you can just take it off later. It's just for the development purposes right now. Then I'm going to say $rows going to be MySQL num rows $SQL. Okay, here I'm going to say that's fine. Probably here I'm going to say if $rows is greater than or equals to 1, that means there are any results in the database. Then go ahead and say $result, probably while $row gonna be equals to MySQL fetch array.SQL, and put everything to new variable called result. We're gonna make it equals to an array so that we can append every value we are getting with a while loop. So I'm gonna say equal to $row. Okay, and else If there is not any results, then go ahead and say $result gonna be equals to dollar. No. And guys, actually I'm doing it wrong. I have to say num here, num here. I believe that's fine now. And out here on the top, if there is a parameter 1 out here, so what I'm gonna do is, guys, this parameter actually gonna be array for us. So let's say I want to pull up everything where title matches to something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say an array. The key gonna be title for me, like this, and I'm going to say value, let's say where title is CMS. Okay, so this is going to be our parameter 1. So what we need to do is we need to break this particular array for us. So I'm going to say for each dollar $1 as $key $value, and then go ahead and run this particular SQL query once again. Okay, so let me put it here. I'm going to say where $key is equals to $value and $status is equals to this. Okay guys, so let me explain you what exactly we are doing out here. And we have to put the function inside these curly braces that I forgot to do. Okay guys, so what we are trying to do is every time we're going to run this particular function, we have the option to pass at least 2 variables. At least 1 variable. So the very first one gonna be the status, which particular post we actually want to pull. Like, we can say we want all under publish, probably we want all under draft, or we want all under private. It totally depends upon the user who gonna run this particular function. The very next one gonna be a parameter. Let's say I want to pull everything where title matches to something. Okay, let's say if we are creating a search, then this particular function can be really helpful for us. Okay, so I believe that's all we need, and I'm gonna go back to my init.php file, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say include once applications / class.manage post.php. That's all you need to do under this particular file. We're just gonna create a bunch of classes and we're gonna include everyone out here. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my themes folder inside my index.php file, or probably if you want you can create a header.php file and make it included to every single page of your theme. So I'm gonna say include once init.php. So that's all I need in order to get the entire functionality of all the functions that we have created or we want to create in the future. So out here I'm going to say let's start some PHP here. I'm going to say $init going to be equals to a new instance of the class we created here. That's actually managed posts. So I'm going to say new managed posts, and then I'm going to say $posts gonna be equals to $init, and our function name, that's actually get posts. Okay, and I'm gonna say grab everything where it says published. Okay, so I believe that's fine, and probably I can do a print R because they're gonna be an array for us. So print R, refresh, it says unknown column status and where clause. Okay, that's my bad. So I'm gonna go to my CMS database and I'm gonna actually look at the field name. So here it says post status. So probably go back, say post status here and post status here. It does not do anything. Awesome, because we haven't returned anything from our function. So out here I'm gonna say return $result, and guys, here is the entire information we need in order to show our post. So now you can do some fancy stuff, something like this. If $post is not equal to 0, that means there are some results. Then go ahead and say for each $post as $P, and you can write your own HTML markup in here, like if you need some divs and some h2 tags, probably something like h2. I can say $P title. Okay, this will give me all the titles, and then here I can say echo, let's say P, and here I can say $P description. Okay, so let's say description here, like this. Come back, refresh the page. Here it says new post. It says again a post. It says new test post. So these 3 posts that we have inside our database. So you can design it the way you want. You can create some basic HTML headers on the top, some sidebars, whatever you want to do. So right now I'm not gonna do anything with the team. We are just focusing on the backend functions that will make your life a lot easier at the time you would be creating different themes for your blog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just comment out everything from here, because we are not even worried about it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this from here, okay, and I'm going to put it inside a new file called header.php. Okay, header.php. I'm going to paste everything out here. Now this file will be automatically included to each and every single page. You want to include your header.php file. So then what I'm going to do is here I'm going to say include once header.php. Come back, refresh. Any errors? No. Next thing we can probably do is we can go to our single.php file, take every chunk markup out away from here, and say php include once header.php. Now guys, for this particular page we probably need result for only one post. So you gotta notice I'm gonna run the same function, and it's gonna be quite easier for us to grab a result for any one post. So what I'm gonna do is come here. I'm gonna actually copy this here, okay, and for the parameter 1 here I'm gonna say that would be an array where ID is equals to probably say 2. Okay, I'm going to say where ID is equals to 2. So again, I can do the same thing. I can say for each $posts as $post. Okay, and here I can say echo, an h2 with a title $post. Here I can say title, and here I can do the same thing with the paragraph tag $post p here. So come back, refresh the page, and let me see. It says there is a syntax error on line number 10. That's fine. We can probably solve it out. So here is our line number 10, and the error is we are missing a period sign. So there is again a syntax error. Awesome. One period sign here as well. So here it says this is a new post. Let's make that again. Description. Okay, so here we are getting everything related to one post. But right now what I'm doing is I'm actually hard coding in the ID. What probably we can do is I can say if asset $get post, okay, then go ahead and run everything. Otherwise let the user know you suck now. Else error location to index.php. Okay, if they're trying to do something funny with our pages, we're just going to redirect them back to index.php. And here I can say $post ID will be equals to $get post. Okay, and here let's say it's $post ID. Okay, come back, refresh. It says because ID 1 does not exist, so we can also make that check as well. But for now, just go ahead and say 2. It will give you everything where it says 2. So I'm going to go with the third one, and here it will give you everything related to the third one. So guys, come back to the index page. Out here, you can render all of your main posts then just give them a link for a single post to this particular page. Okay, and this way we will be able to get at least our posts on the main page and on the single page. And guys, in the next video, what I'm going to show you is we're going to write a class where we're going to render a very basic comment form, and we're going to write its functionality to submit it to the same page as well. So I'm going to see you guys next time. Goodbye.